up in Barney's River, doing a little exploring. We haven't done any running down here, so did a little bit of, I guess, figuring it out on the maps, and here we are. Man, well, we found a view, that's for sure. There is some pile of windmills out here. Holy. Looks like there might be some rain offshore. Definitely doing some climbing. Wow, some views. Stop up here at this one. Take a look. So we rolled in here, we all met in Elmsdale there 6:30 last night. It's Saturday the 28th, I believe. Anyway, we all met up there in Elmsdale and convoyed up as far as Churro Heights Big Stop. Caused all kinds of ruckus in there and had a great time and a good meal and continued on. We went from there all the way up to the cottage in Barney's River. We got there about, I think it was around 9:30 we got there last night. Everybody got settled into their rooms and we cleaned up the bugs. There was some pile of bugs around. Anyway, we cleaned all that up and started, got some snacks out and started playing Cards Against Humanity. Well, we played that till, I think it was 1 o'clock. And we all went our separate ways and went to bed, and then we wanted to leave around 9 o'clock this morning. Well, that didn't happen. We didn't even go to sleep till 2 o'clock. So anyway, we were all up and geared to go at we had some breakfast around 9 o'clock, I guess. And I think we left about 10:30, I think is about when we hit the trails. So we're just going to do some exploring and see what we can find and where we can go. We got Financial Mistake with us here, Cody and Natasha. And then we've got Maritime Full Throttle back there on his King Quad. And his wife, her girlfriend, sorry Jess, and we got her back there. She's actually riding with Steven in his Maverick. So everybody's having a good time. So we're heading up towards Antigonish, I believe. I don't know if we're going to make it right into town or where exactly this trail goes. But we're going to follow it and find out. Just came across a couple of camps back there that do drop in, and there was another one there. I didn't see a sign on it, but anyway, they weren't warming shacks because they were locked up solid, so we just moseyed on along. So the second camp had a had a phone booth outside. That was that's kind of funny. The old MT&T phone booths. So if you're watching this video and it's your camp, we didn't touch it. We just moved right along. But pretty cool little accessory you got there. There was a trail off to the right back by the Dewdrop Inn, and it said the Falls, and it was a trail, but it also had a sign there for the watershed, so we did not venture off down that trail, so we don't want to break any laws or mess with any watersheds, so we just continued on along. And on top of that, we got the Maverick with us, and we never really know if it's if the trails like that are wide enough. Maverick, he's got an XRS 1000, so it's 64 inches wide, so you can't exactly venture down narrow trails. Alright, so we're gonna go check out the Browns Mountain shelter. See what that's all about. Have a little break and maybe roast some hot dogs. Alright, we're just leaving the Brown Mountain warming shelter, our little shelter here. Not sure if it's a warming shelter or if it's somebody's little cabin or what it is, but anyway, we just had some lunch and put the fire out and head on down the trail. We just finished our little lunch break there and gonna head on down the trail and try to get to Antigonish. Cody's gonna tell me the way.
Try you anyway. Now they're all gonna be confused. Now I'm talking to your camera.
Yeah, that's right. Oh God. Get the Maverick through these low bridges. We'll be all set. So there was a sign at the end of this trail said Eigg Mountain Trails Association, and it looked like quite a few tracks coming in and out of it, so I figured we'd take a run down, and man, it's a beautiful trail. Right along the edge of some water here, right in a valley. bridge here. None of this is on my GPS at all. Stevens Bridge. Oh, picnic tables. These are the McDonald bridge panels. There's two of those there. Certainly wouldn't want to go off that right into the brook. Well, Eigg Mountain Trail Association, I would like to thank you for this trail. This is absolutely beautiful. What a time of year to come through here. Got some hunters maybe? Oh yeah, got a camp up here. Some hunters. Looks like a nice enough trail, so we'll check it out. See where it goes. Looks like it goes up the mountain, by the looks of it. Maybe it just cuts across on the GPS here. We're heading right back towards one of our tracks, so who knows? Alright, so we found this little camp here back in the woods. Real nice spot. Signed the guest book and left some cards and heading on out. Up here and see where this goes. Climb the mountain. It's always fun. Holy, are we ever? Watch out for this piece of something there. Holy crap! Nice. It's like being back in Cape Breton. My wife will be happy she wasn't here for this. My ears are popping. Don't know how high we are, but we're definitely high. Jeez, the view here. See if it's opened. I don't see a book. It's open. Ooh. They definitely got some animal problems here. Ooh. I'd say. Holy. Up in there though. There's quite a few trails. I've just been kind of following the most beaten down path. Ones that seem to already have tracks on them. So I have a feeling though we are heading out to the water. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh geez, we're coming out. In somebody's yard possibly? Okay, that wasn't planned. Oops. Alright, that was not the plan. Whoops. I know. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. Yeah. Well, let's try this again. He's definitely got a nice trail into his backyard. That's for sure. Man, look at all the seagulls. Holy. Pretty nice here. Get some pictures. We're in Airsaig, little fishing village, checking out the little lighthouse, and we're gonna start heading back home. We got probably 2 to 3 hours left of riding to do to get home, I would say, at least 2. And start heading back and go home and get some supper. By the time we get home, everybody should be pretty hungry. One thing I can say about the Honda, she's a little underpowered. 4th gear is just barely enough to get up those hills. Some of them you got to shift down to 3rd, but 3rd's got so much power that it just tops out. You switch into 4th and you lose your speed. Especially the really steep ones. I was only in 2nd gear. I don't know, I probably could have grabbed 3rd, but it's steep enough you don't really need to be in 3rd gear going up it. This is where that nice little camp was. Overlooking the valley. Some view there. Found this is trail 716. Looks like they're doing some work to it. Looks like maybe they're here widening it out a bit, maybe. I don't know. It's some of these trees are pretty chewed up. Certainly have found some nice trails today. Man, that's chewed up. There's definitely a beautiful system of trails up through here. Definitely spend some time exploring up here. Spend days. Well, did I ever turn the camera off at the wrong time? We made a turn and there was a giant owl sitting in the tree right next to the trail, so I pointed it out and it sat there. Mike seen it, and then Cody's behind, so Clinton and Mike both seen it or saw it, and then Natasha seen it, and as soon as Natasha saw it, it started to fly, and she let a squeal at her. She put her hands in the air, covered her head. She said, "It's coming right at me." Oh, I wish I would have had that on video. That was epic. Oh my God. She has the worst luck. But it's certainly nice to have a little expedition like this and check out new trails and new areas. That's what it's all about. Exploring the province on a 4-wheeler. Love it. Alright, so we're just just came out of the woods, and Mike's overheating consistently, so we knew we were close to some houses, so he wanted to stop and see if maybe they had a garden hose that he could borrow and clean out his rad. So I don't know if he was successful with that. And he is not here, so maybe he was successful. Maybe he's back there. We ended up at a guy's backyard. He luckily was a nice guy and gave us a hose for Michael's Sportsman. It was overheating, so it's nice to have people like that who are willing to help you out. Gave him a hose, cleaned him up, and flushed his rad out so that we could get back, because apparently we're not very close to where we're trying to go. So we've got quite a bit of running to do. So we're back on the trail that we were running all day, and we're heading back. So luckily we all got lights. Some of us are getting a little hangry. But other than that, we're all doing good. We've had a long day, and we're heading back. Alright, we just had a little incident there, but we're all good. Everybody's good. Clinton just got stuck in one of those ruts that you can see here in the road, and his foot came off the bike and ended up running over his own leg, but he's not hurt. Everything's good. Could have been a lot worse. So we're happy and we're moving on down the trail. A little slower. Sometimes I get into a zone, and if I keep seeing lights behind me, I'm just going to keep going the clip that I'm going. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing.